What's up, guys? It's your girl Key, and I'm back for another video. Dental hygienist wiped off all of my lipstick. She wiped it off before she even started. She's like, I don't want to smear it all over your face. I was like, I guess. Anyway, so as you can see by the title, we are talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta, and we are talking about Kenya Moore. For those of you guys who don't know, Kenya Moore is possibly fired from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And mind you, she has been on Real Housewives of Atlanta for the past 16 seasons. The show's been on for 19 seasons, and she came on season 3, and she's been a mainstay ever since then. She's almost the longest running housewife after, I want to say, Candy. So Kenya is a staple on that show. But Kenya also does not play nice with new girls on the show. We've seen that with Kim Field. We saw that with Portia. We see that with every new girl that comes on. Kenya finds a way to have an issue with them. Well, she took it to a whole new level with the new cast member, Brittany Eddy. They had some kind of minor tiff or beef or whatever. I have no idea. But Kenya, for some unbelievably odd reason, thought that it would be a good idea to post inappropriate pictures of Brittany Eddy and bring them to her Kenya Moore hair care event. Her own event. Her own grand opening, beautiful Gunning Georgia, gorgeous event of the Kenya Moore Hair Spa, which, by the way, I saw reviews of people who have gone there, and it looks like a very fabulous experience. But she ruined her own grand opening by posting inappropriate pictures of Brittany Eddy. Now, in the photo, what is rumored is that Brittany is being shown giving fellatio to somebody. Kenya also made comments about her being an escort and working for $1,600 a pop, and just saying very damaging things about Brittany. And you can hear the people in the audience say, "Oh my God, that's a penis." So it was definitely a jarring situation for everybody in the room. And at first, when these rumors first came out, nobody thought it was true. Everybody thought it was rumors. You know how they try to get buzz going for the show? There's no way Kenya would do that. Y'all always coming for Kenya. Well, apparently it's true, because Bravo got involved. And once Bravo got involved, people are getting suspended and people are getting fired, especially in this day and age. Back in the early days of like Real Housewives of New Jersey, when they were looking at Danielle Staub's tape, or when Tamra Judge was trying to get Gretchen naked wasted, those are days of the past. No network, especially Bravo, with all the lawsuits they're going through, are going to deal with any of that type of garbage right now. So production was at the event with Kenya, and immediately when it happened, production just went down and left. Brittany Eddy got on social media, made a comment about it, and basically said that, I can't believe she did this, something along the lines of, I can't believe you did this, I can't believe Kenya would stoop so low, whatever. Kenya came back and tried to defend herself, saying, I would never show revenge porn of another person. She basically gave the full definition of revenge porn to make sure, and to basically show that she hadn't done it. But she did. When she brought that photo out to shame Brittany in front of a room full of people, and to slut shame her, and embarrass her. That's what revenge porn is when you take a private and intimate photo of somebody and you use that to either embarrass them, blackmail them, shame them, or you share it to it was something else in that definition. But that's what Kenya did. Now it is being reported that Kenya has gotten fired from the show for what she did. And again, like I said a few minutes ago, Bravo is not playing around about this type of stuff. It has almost been proven that Kenya did this. It has been proven that Kenya brought this inappropriate photo in front of a room full of people. It is being basically proven that Kenya has slut-shamed Brittany Eddy in some type of way. I mean, bringing the fact that she's an escort and charges kind of money in her clientele is already slut-shaming in general. But, I mean, let's be real. Are we shocked? We're shocked that Kenya would stoop this low, but are we shocked by this type of behavior from her? No. Kenya never gets along with newbies on the show. Think about Kim Fields. When Kim Fields first came on Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kenya went from thinking she was amazing to some teeny tiny thing happened, and now Kim Fields is awful. Kim Fields is stupid. She was only Tootie, coming after her husband, coming after her family, trying to rip her chair out from under the table when she was talking to Cynthia. All these little things. Same thing with Portia. Portia came on the show, invited Kenya Moore to her event. Portia accidentally called her Miss America instead of Miss USA, and immediately apologized. She said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." Kenya blew that up into something big that it did not need to be, that was completely dumb and ridiculous. This is just what Kenya does. And it's really sad because she blew up her life trying to be popular on the show, trying to throw shade, trying to be the villain. Because I think Kenya did this not because she's really that mad at any. She never wasn't really that mad at Porsha. She wasn't really that mad at Kim Fields. She's not really that mad at Brittany Eddy. She's doing this because she thinks it's what the fans want to see and how to keep the show entertaining. And it's not how to keep the show entertaining. And, you know, we want to see Kenya get along with other moms and do mom stuff and live the rich and fabulous life that Kenya supposedly has. But her just being nasty and mean over and over and over and over again, I mean, what kind of one-trick pony crap is this? How many times are we going to watch this you do this type of interaction with other women? It's getting a little redundant. Every single season, new girl comes, Kenya's mean to them. New girl comes, Kenya's mean to them. It's crazy. And, you know, Kenya got on her live saying, I'm always going to be around Real Housewives of Atlanta, you know, Sweet 16. Why are we always bringing down a black woman's business? Because, Kenya, you've also brought down black women's businesses on a regular basis. You called Porsha's hair $2 hair on the show numerous times. You went to Marlo Hampton's weave store event, whatever that was, and brought a marching band to embarrass her at her event. You don't give a damn about other people's businesses, Kenya. She's never cared about anybody else's businesses. Kenya does things just for the show. It's nothing to do with how she feels about them personally. Maybe Marlo a little bit, but I thought they made up. But it's always just because she thinks it's going to be fun for the show. The only business she's ever torn down that all of us agreed with when she was talking about Sheree's clothing line. You know, and it's weird because a lot of people try to be respectful of Kenya, like talking about the Mark situation. A lot of people don't bring that up, but Kenya, you're an idiot. You married a guy you knew all but a second, had a baby with him, which I knew why you had a baby with him, because your biological clock was ticking until you did, and now you're in this messed up situation with this man whom you're still married to after 7 years. And you don't even have the money of a Bethany Frankel to kind of have the lawyers and be the decision maker to speed up the process or at least feel comfortable while you're in the process. So there's that. Kenya also liked a tweet that said, well, Tom Sandoval showed naked videos of Raquel and he got to stay on Bravo. You know, I wonder what the difference between Tom and Kenya is. Kind of implying that Bravo is racist. And we all know the story. They're trying to make Bravo racist, I personally do not think Bravo is racist. What I think is that Bravo has a really hard time balancing out how to treat certain things because the comments and the fan bases are so different. So a lot of the white fan bases for shows don't care about certain things. They just don't, so they don't make a big deal out of it. The black fan bases are different. So that's why it gets weird with having to balance how to react to certain people's things, especially when things aren't technically illegal. In Kenya's case, what Kenya did, Kenya was out. The difference between Tom and Kenya, plain and simple. Tom in the video with Raquel, they were not filming, they were not at work, they were not even in production when all this happened. Kenya was at work, cameras were literally up at her grand opening of her event. When these pictures were shown to everybody, when they were revealed, however she wants to call it. On what planet do you get to go to work and put porn on everybody's computer and just be like, well, she was mean to me one day in a meeting, or she didn't agree with me one day in front of a client, so here's porn flicks of her. You can't do that at work. And I know everybody's gonna say, well, this is different. This is reality TV. It's reality TV in the year of our Lord and Savior 2024. That's what we're at. No reality TV show is going to allow you to show nudity of another cast member without their consent. They're not. It's not appropriate. The other thing is that Tom and Ariana are being sued by Raquel, but I don't think they were trying to distribute revenge porn. Tom should not have recorded Raquel while she was doing whatever she was doing in that video it was for his own personal use, but he shouldn't have done it because you have no idea who's going to be able to get your phone or if your actual girlfriend's going to see, which is what happened. His actual girlfriend, Ariana, saw it, got upset with him, and that's how the whole Sandoval situation blew up, because she saw it. They weren't going around sharing it to everybody and whatever. I think maybe Ariana showed one other person mad, like, we broke up because I can't believe you. Like, in a fit of anger, she did it. Not to embarrass Raquel, but to show what a scumbag that Tom was. That is a different situation. Kenya purposely did this to embarrass this girl on a huge, massive scale, and possibly on a national scale. If Bravo didn't care and they aired that footage, even with the image blurred out, everybody would have been searching online for those photos to shame and attack or mock Brittany Eddy. That's how reality TV works. So I'm sorry that Kenya is fired. It's unfortunate because I think she's kind of the last mainstay of the golden era of Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's the last one on the show because Candy's gone, Nene's gone, Cynthia's gone. Who else? Kim should never come back. I hope they don't bring Kim Zolciak back, but she's that era of that Real Housewives is gone now officially. But I also think Kenya should have known better. You are a reality TV veteran. You've seen the reality TV reckoning that's being led by Bethany Frankel. You see how the Me Too movement to now has really changed how people treat revenge porn, reality TV, all that stuff. So for you to not know that this was gonna end up like this, you can't be that stupid. I'm hoping you're not that stupid. Whatever. So I wish Kenya all the best in whatever ventures that she does. Just because she gets kicked off of Bravo does not mean she's kicked off of the reality TV world. I'm actually hoping that she stays away from the reality TV world. I think a smarter space with Kenya is to expand her Kenya Moore hair care line. I think would possibly to open up a second Kenya Moore hair care spa and eventually franchise. As someone in the franchising space, I think that makes sense for her and the type of service that she provides. So that's my thoughts. So jump into my comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think Tom and Sandoval and the Kenya situation are the same. Let me know if you think that Kenya deserved to get fired. Because listen, hey, I think Kenya deserved to get fired. You cannot go to your job and do that kind of stuff. You can't. You can't go to your job showing people porn. See you guys in the next video.